with accompanying tweet as well. Okay, so how is everybody doing? So I'm just getting everything set up finally. Just gotta make sure that it's saved. Just wait for Twitch to update. There we go, now I'm live. Thank you, Stream Elements, for posting that twice. Okay. Audio level's good. Everything's good. Now to just turn on the streamer mode. Let's go. Okay, so let me just nab this. Copy that. Yeah. I do a little streaming. Yeah, we do a little streaming. Why am I the way that I am? Never know. I'll never know. So I think this is like the latest that I've streamed in a bit. Well, in the day. The latest in the day. That's just down to me having stuff to do. But just gonna get right into the game. And I'll let everything kind of like settle from there. It's like, I'll give it a little bit. Just a little bit. What lovely matchmaking. This is fine. This is gonna go well, I imagine. Watching a Sturmpanzer try to do something against a mutant is kind of funny. Because I don't believe it actually has enough pen anywhere from the front. Ow. Control stick? Oh, I couldn't get my shot off in time. Rip. Not a terrible first game. Possibly win? Be pretty cool. How's the T-54E2 on full health still? Things I will never understand. The Curevets is still full. Was. The Bell is still full. T-54 is almost full. Yeah, that's probably dead for this guy. Yeah. Still, not the worst first game. And I think the light tank is AFK. At least I'm gonna assume. Little fan. I actually need to mess with that setting. Where is the chat thing? I guess it's over here. Be easier to do it here. Not the worst first game. Let me find this. There we go. Now I can... Let's see. Is it saved, though? That's the question. Okay. I think the verification thing is off now. Don't quote me on that. There we go. I fixed it. Professional streamer. It totally was not a lie that I know what I'm doing. Kinda like me paying attention to where I'm driving. I think this is death, by the way. Why is artillery there? Oh, that's what artillery's doing there. I am so dead. I am so dead. Mistakes have been made. Mistakes were made. Yeah, how is everybody today? It's like I started a little later than I normally do. Fair. Hey. Nice. actually get to do that until, like, later. I think I'm having chicken, though. So I'm okay with that. So in the meantime, this is what won the poll. So. Of course, I don't mind. I need to play this tank. Experience the new content. Also, not gonna lie, this is like the most awkward fight I think I've seen so far. I'm just very confused. There it is. It's like, eventually someone is going to stop and aim. I think we're off to a great start. I'm afraid. Okay, good. I had more concern. That's fine. Not gonna lie, I am a little surprised I'm finding games really quickly. Like, I feel like on Thursdays it kind of slows to a crawl. Okay, I need to stop getting distracted. There's too many good distractions. Am I talking to you? No. I mean, I could understand it. A bunch of, I mean, to be fair, the inside of this tank's a bunch of Germans kind of crammed in there. I firing heat? Exactly. It's half the fun. Let me just slowly back away. I had a friend of mine that I would play with on this game. Give her a bit of a hard time with that. But it's okay. German is actually what I studied in high school. Wish I remembered part of it. But it was fun. Ah! Also, I completely whiffed that shot. I made very many mistakes. Das ist My German is extremely rusty. But I do recognize certain words and phrases. Honestly, something I should probably brush up on. At least before... Let's see, what was it I had planned? Oh yeah, one of my bucket list plans is to go by, the Nürburgring. I don't even mind if I drive it or not. I do want to go there at least once. One of the little known tidbits of information about me, I am a little bit of a petrol head. Oh, I've heard it's beautiful. And I can't lie, I am a sucker for a good currywurst. Ooh. And, petrol head. I know probably a bit too much about cars. Considering technically I couldn't actually drive until this year. Of course, that is a long story that I don't have the time to get into. Is it this part where I would make the obligatory good news? The Dacius Sendero. We'll never forget that bit. Is this another player that's gone AFK? Have I found 2 people that have gone AFK in the first 3 battles? Hey! Thanks for stopping by. Always appreciate it. And hope you have a good gig. Let me know about it later. So let's see, how much more do I need for this upgrade, actually? I'd say like a fair bit, probably. Also may get a tiny bit hyper, just because I've had a copious amount of sugar in a coffee. Just to kind of get the energy levels built back up. Okay. Sweet. Think I got everything that I needed. Maybe. Maybe the energy will be... Would infectious be the right word in this case? I don't know if I want to use that word very often. Well, that's not good. Hopefully you feel better soon. Am I topped? Correction, I'm using the heat. So hold up just a second. Is that the sunlight? Aw. Yeah, no, that's always rough. Slumps especially. getting out of it, though, is like a big breath of fresh air. Fair. I end up doing the opposite a lot of the time. When I start feeling burnt, I usually just end up playing solo stuff or just watching. I feel that. My budget for games literally was gone with one. Which is sort of like a stress buy, but I don't regret it. Because I kind of needed it at the time. Feel that. I went through my backlog a bit for a while. I do have a few games that I want to play for like stream purposes. And one for personal reasons. Are they just gonna... It's gonna ignore me? My existence? Okay. Hello. I think they know I'm here now. I think they're aware of my presence. I just took out his drags. I think I made the artillery mad. Maybe just a thought. Ow. These things... Currently this thing's stock, so it's not great. The gun likes to misbehave, it has terrible accuracy. Reload is very slow. And it turns like... It turns like a barge in molasses. Is it funny when you get to shoot something? Yes. Yes, it is. Very much so. I've heard sort of mixed things about it, but overall it's good. Of course, Deus Ex as a whole I've heard is really good. Like, I hear it's fantastic. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Then again, isn't Deus Ex like... It's Eidos, isn't it? So come to think of it, I think Eidos like copyrights a ton of shit. The developer. I probably pay way too much attention to developers. Or not enough. Depends on who you ask. Okay. Like, I thought it was. I do remember that Eidos is kind of like iffy when it comes to copyright claims. Cause I think I've been paying like a lot more attention to that lately since I've been making content. And I always look for something like, I can do this for like a one-off. Or potentially for non-normal days. I pay a little bit of attention to devs because I want to know, like, who's involved with making this or who did that. Like, for instance, there are companies that I love because they don't push the devs super hard, aka crunch, which I think is a terrible thing, and usually results in really poor quality. Or bland content. Stares imminently at Rockstar. Like, don't get me wrong, the game can be absolutely fantastic, but whenever you push devs and crunch, it shows. Yeah, they literally just make the same thing but different. But then again, I don't blame the devs, because when they're being pushed to make a deadline, you want to cut as many corners as possible. Because you don't want to be forced to work overtime. EA is also really bad at that. But then again, EA doesn't really care because they can just put a different number on the end of FIFA and sell billions of copies. And then their surprise mechanic. I think I'm always going to laugh whenever I hear surprise mechanics. Yeah, you need to give a little bit of wiggle room. Like, I know you want to get the game out sooner to keep the hype up, but give the devs time to make sure everything works. Don't push them. Give them time. Game comes out good. Everyone's happy. Case in point. Actually, a good example of this would probably be Metroid Dread. People thought the game was dead and a myth. They actually had time to work on it before they started building hype for it. It shows. Prime would be... Another Prime would be cool. Honestly, though, I'd want, like... some games they haven't made in a long time, though. Like... Cough. F-Zero. Since they haven't made a new Mario Kart in a long time. Like, some of their smaller titles are due for, like, a revamp. Although I'm not gonna lie, their little expansion pass thing kinda seems a bit much. Cause can't you buy literally all of the games aside from like the N64 stuff in a collection for like $30? Like, I'm pretty sure there's a Genesis collection. Fair. I did hear apparently that Sony might be putting the new God of War on PC in the future. That was kind of cool. I hope they do too because of two things. One, it'll look absolutely fantastic and probably run super smooth. And two, mods. Please, oh please, put it on PC because I want to see mods for that game. I can only imagine the beautiful and cursed creations people would make for that. Hey, you say that, but Monster Hunter World is infinitely more replayable when you have 2B. Hello, Boomer. It's been going well so far. It's been funny. How about you? Yet, fan. The keyword is yet. Eventually, I will acquire the PC. Also, that is like the 5th draw this month. Fair. Hey. Hopefully things improve. as far as like acquiring the PC, it's gonna take a bit. Because I don't like to do things like halfway. If that makes sense. Because my plans may have changed recently. Because someone has given me a very fun idea, and I want to do it. So I might need a little beefier of a PC. And by a little beefier of a PC, I mean an actual beefier piece. I have been convinced at the idea of commissioning a model for like VTubing. I am very intrigued. It also gives me an excuse to get a very, very nice 3D model commission. To stream and run the software? A little bit. Plus, I always do things overkill. Yeah. Streaming on top of running it. That takes a little bit more. Just a little bit. Though I did get the good news that Intel may be dropping their 12th gen processors in the next like year or so. So next year could actually be a good time to buy a PC. Like, the current gen of processors are pretty, like, they're powerful enough to last for a bit. Exactly, like, Cyber Monday would be the best time to get one. Or another good time to get PCs, Prime Day. Yeah, like, currently, the little laptop that I have beside me, which I can't stream with, only has like an i3. It cannot handle streaming, and it chugs whenever I try to play most games. The minimum that Twitch recommends for streaming is like an i5, which I understand because you need a little bit extra processing power. But i7's pretty much what you want. Anything less than that, you're gonna have some, like, stuttering, bit of chugging, some of those issues. And it depends on if you use a capture card or not, which I intend on using a capture card. So, like, basically, fair. Well, that was funny. But consider it this way. I would love to build one from scratch. Like, if I could get it figured out, and know I could actually do it effectively, I would stream building a PC. Because that would be fun. I'm getting a little bit more confident in my ability to put together technology. But, a better way to explain the processors, consider the i5, well, consider processors like this. The i3 is like the Xbox 360. i5 is like the Xbox One. i7 is the Xbox One X. And the i9 is like the Series X. Big power. Like GPUs. Oh yeah, like the PC building sim looks funny. I will say that. Hey, out of the consoles, it's like the only one I'm actually interested in at this point in time. Mainly because, like, I could use the Series X as, like, a massive emulation machine. And that excites me a lot. I especially find it very funny that you can play PS2 games on the Series X. Actually been that. He's gonna kill me now for it, but... I didn't die. I'm dead now. But... I can't believe that. I do need to invest in a PC, at least for, like, future content creation. Because, like, if I had the PC, I could get the capture card and run it through a computer, so it'd be less strain on my Xbox connection. And also I could actually have OBS set up. So I could have alerts and an overlay. Okay, another thing that I do for fun is I actually am a bit of a car enthusiast. Like, something that I do occasionally is I'll go to car shows. I want to go to a track day at some point, because I think that would be fun. I do occasionally go out and play some recreational sports. Nothing like organized or anything like that. Yeah, like, I like a little bit of everything between, like, supercars, muscle cars, like, historical pieces. It kind of goes, like, hand in hand into my love for tanks. Because, like, If it wasn't for needing to do like a year of basic, I would have probably gone into like the reserves for engineering. I was that in deep with like the nuts and bolts of tanks and vehicles. There we go. But like anything from Auto Union to what is their name? I always butcher it. It's something with a Z. Zenvo. Yeah, anything from like Auto Union to Zenvo, I might have like general knowledge on. But like, ideally, there are two cars that I look at that I would absolutely love to have as like my sort of like dream car and or hedge fund. Be either like a Datsun 240Z or a Mercury Cougar. Specifically the Eliminator. That's fair. And in a similar boat, since I can't really afford cars, I do my car collecting on Forza. It's like Horizon 5 coming out early next month. I am a little bit excited. Like, as long as they have the cars that I want in the game, which they will, because they've already, like, revealed a few of them, and they always add more. Ooh. That sounds fun. I'm never really, like, much of a swimmer, because I kind of tend to sink. But I do enjoy being on the water. Oh yeah. Okay, control stick. Please forward. There we go. I think I miss. But that's an odd thing to say, that motorbikes are a less expensive hobby than scuba diving. Bikes are another thing that is interesting. That is true. Please. That'll do. That'll do nicely. Ooh. I used to go by a place that would always have like this old Indian motorcycle sitting out front. That thing was well taken care of. Always thought about asking where they got it. Ooh. That's something I've heard is quite the thrill, but me personally, I am terrified of heights, so I would be doing good to get in the plane. My feet leave the ground and I start getting all kinds of wobbly. This might be unfortunate. Fair. Very fair. See if anything pushes around this way. I have a feeling the Iron Rain won't push. And the other two... I don't think he's gonna poke again. And I just took out the track. Oh, this is awkward. There it is. I was like... This Iron Rain could literally just take a shot and kill me. Oh, I'd seen that trailer. Oh, that's a big drop off. Let's see. I can almost get the engine now. I know a little bit of that struggle. Streaming and any kind of like content creation is a lot harder without a PC. Like, currently, I can only stream at a max of 720 30 FPS. That is my, like, cap. Same with, like, videos. I can't go over 720 30 FPS. Because, like, my laptop can only render up to that. If I try to do anything above 720, it tries to implode. And yeah, like... forget who it was that says this, but whenever there's somebody that I know that whenever you ask them like how they're doing, they always say like, still breathing, not in jail. I'm alright. Also kind of grown up around the mentality that you're never too old to do the things that you want to do. They're grown up around that. I also see this game might be awkward for this tank. It does happen. See, I've heard a lot of stories about working retail and stuff like that, which is kind of like made me not want to do retail, but ow. Like, currently, I'm doing this, like, as a hobby because I want to, but also it's a good way to pass the time while I'm looking for a job. Like, in the little environment that I'm in, there's not really any places that list online, so I have to actually wait for the moment when I can go out and go in and look, which is very few and far between. Welcome, Stoner. I have been dying a lot, but it's been amusing at least. Yeah, no, most fast food places don't pay much. That is an interesting game to turn. Yeah, that whole situation just still just sounds just terrible. Yeah, that is a fitting combo.
Wir haben Gegner im Gebiet. Mach sie fertig oder erobere ihre Basis.
Ouch. My god, I'm top tier again. Ow. Nah, you're good.
Der Gegner weiß, wo wir sind.
I should have actually aimed that shot, but oh well.
Schussbereit. Der Gegner weiß, wo wir sind. Der ist sauber durchgegangen.
Hi, Big Top. Some nice health you have there.
Der Gegner zielt auf uns.
Oh.
Der Gegner hat unser Munitionslager getroffen.
Probably a terrible idea. Was in fact a terrible idea. I think that's a fully upgraded Sturmpanzer. I think at some point or another we've all had some of those like unwanted learning experiences. mean, like, I disappeared for, like, let's see, what was it, like, borderline 3, maybe 4 months? Got stuck in a, kind of a rough situation. My mindset was all over the place.
So wird's gemacht und nicht anders.
It happens. I need to get that premium time.
Es kommen Gegner.
My top tier.
Schalten wir sie aus oder nehmen ihre Basis.
Okay.
Los geht's.
So the amount of top tier games that I've been having in a row, I feel like something horrible is about to happen to me in like the next few games.
Sie haben uns gefunden.
I feel compelled to kill this panther. Only because I need to establish dominance.
Unsere Kette wurde getroffen. Unser Motor ist getroffen. Jetzt geht's nur noch langsam voran. Wir haben eine beschädigte Kette. Der Gegner hat uns im Visier. Der ist sauber durchgegangen.
I died. No, artillery. Artillery. Why? Also, good to know that the stock gun's heat can go straight through the turret of a panther. Hold on. I feel like me saying something was going to go horribly wrong was justified now.
Es ist vorbei. Alle zurückziehen.
Okay, that's a good emblem. E25 with salt on the front of it is very appropriate. And yeah, no. That whole situation is just concerning, is the best way I can put it. Alright, let's see. Just checking. Alright. Eventually I'll have the gun. Eventually.
Wir müssen den auf der Karte markierten Bereich erobern. Ausrücken.
Here's the tier 8s.
Der Gegner weiß, wo wir sind.
It's a very risky play? Yes, yes it is.
Sie haben uns gefunden.
Partially because that light tank behind me is rolling around uncontested. Okay, so the KV-2 is paying attention. I got you.
Zieht auf uns. Sauberer Treffer.
Yes, I only took out the tracks. Mission accomplished. Defeated the tracks.
Geladen. Leg los. Wir haben unsere gesamte Artillerie verloren.
Ow.
Wir wurden entdeckt. Die haben jetzt ein dickes Loch
Okay.
in der Panzerung.
I wasn't expecting that to actually hit.
Verwendetes
It did, so I'll take it.
Geschütz geladen. Der Gegner hat uns im Visier.
Oh. The feeling of completely whiffing a shot on a light tank as it just RBRTs you full on the move. Oh, hello.
Der Gegner zieht auf uns. Wir haben einen Verbündeten verloren.
Is the Samuel playing?
Geladen. Leg los.
Or no? Nope, the Samua is in fact playing.
Wir wurden entdeckt. Einer weniger.
Just didn't move until then. You know, World of Tanks is a very odd place.
Geladen. Leg los.
It's very strange.
Verbündetes Fahrzeug ausgefallen. Wir haben einen Verbündeten verloren.
Just like that,
Uns gefunden.
for instance.
Bereich fokussieren.
Yeah, just gonna accept that. The worst part about that whole thing is I can't even tell if that actually pinned or not. But I know what it did do. It hurt my soul. It hurt my soul.
Sie haben gewonnen. Lasst uns abhauen.
Hopefully everybody's been having a good time hanging out. Oddly enough, I'm actually enjoying grinding through this tank as I just got premium time. Premium time has been acquired. The grind starts now. Also, I just jumped like 2 stages in like 1 game. So the question is, what else am I close to finishing? Because I should actually be close to being done with the October challenge. That's good to hear. I'm 2 games. 2 games. I'm actually close to in the Monster Hunter Alps. Cause like, I'm gonna be honest. This year I don't actually know which tank to get. Cause like, I have the Hun Hunt. I have the Inferno. And I have the Bellerophon. I don't actually know which one to go for. Because I'll be honest, even after the buff, I don't think the Crash Panther is that good. And the Lycan's interesting, but now there's so many derp tanks. The Dragon is kind of a meme. Because from what I know, it's not good. But it spits out WNA like nobody's business. Damn, top tier. Ooh. Let's see. I guess I could go for the Bog Horror or the Wraith. Those might be fun. You know what I would like to have, though? I would like to get a duplicate premium. I mean, anytime you can earn a key card. Like, I think I'm sitting at the point right now where I have every single premium tank that I wanted. Aside from, like, the free XP premiums. And I guess the Byzante. But I don't want the Byzante because it's good. Because the Byzante is nowhere near what would qualify as good. Funny, yes. Good, no. Is that seriously the only thing over here? Don't you just love it when you shoot a tier 5 and only damage its tracks?
Konzentriere dich auf diese Stelle.
Hey, problem solved. Hey,
Schussbereit.
thanks for stopping by and have a good one, fan.
Der Gegner weiß, wo wir sind.
Hello?
Der ist Geschichte.
Am I committing war crimes right now? I feel like I'm committing war crimes.
Geschütz geladen.
Do I feel bad for shooting at Churchill basically point blank? The heat chill. A little bit.
Die gesamte verbündete Artillerie wurde ausradiert.
I'd be lying if I said that I didn't feel a little bad about that. However, I don't feel bad about the 1600 damage so far. Although now that I'm going uphill, I don't like not having the top engine. Or tracks. Or gun, for that matter.
Sie haben uns gefunden.
What just bounced off me?
Ich sehe einen.
Okay, this is gonna get awkward real quick.
Der Gegner zielt auf uns.
Do wish the heavy tank would have swung wide, because this kind of makes things a bit more awkward.
Der Gegner hat uns im Visier.
Can't really move forward or backwards without getting shot. Don't tell me we're all three going to be bunched up behind this rock. Well,
Wir haben einen unserer Panzer verloren. Der Gegner hat uns im Visier.
rock, please.
Der Gegner zielt auf uns. Wir haben einen Verbündeten verloren. Schussbereit. Das hat ein großes Loch hinterlassen.
Wasn't even the intended target, but
Unser Motor ist getroffen. Jetzt geht's nur noch langsam voran.
okay. Alright. I mean, I did what I could in that little position. I mean, I'll take the 2200 damage. Don't get me wrong, I'll take the 2200 damage. Like, it is what it is, though. tanks is tanks. You just kind of gotta roll with it. Also, not gonna lie, if they actually release an unskinned version of this thing, I might be tempted. Like, I've seen, I forget what it was. I think it was a mod for something where they had this. Like, you know, just the base tank, and it's essentially just a wide Panther with a big, like, fuck off howitzer. And anyone that's known me long enough knows that I have this weird fascination with the Panther with the little 105 derp on it. Like, anything that would be an upgrade on that would be perfect. Oh! We're gonna just not look at that. I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine, let's just not look at that. We'll just move on and pretend we didn't see that. I think it'll be for the best. What's the difference? 50 more horsepower. 50 more horsepower. Okay. So 10,000 more for some tracks. And then, what is that, another like 20,000 for a radio? And then another 20,000 for the gun that I actually want. I think I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to understand it a bit. Also, just for reference, I love that gun on the Panther. It amuses me far more than it should. I will never understand why. Because it's definitely not the best way to play the Panther. But it is funny. And I think that's more important. I still need to try for more marks with that derp gun. But out of curiosity, though, can I, like, actually look at that? Can I look at the tank? Ah, cool, I can look at the tank, sweet. Can't actually see the caliber of the gun, though. That is very interesting. So 180 premium pen. 85 HE pen. You know, that's not terrible. That's not terrible at all. Huh. The real question, though, how much is that tank going to cost when they sell it by itself? Specifically without a skin on it. That's what I want to know. Because, like, it's a tier 7. How much are they going to charge for a tier 1? Is it going to be roughly like the cost of, like, the Javelin? Because, I mean, if it costs about as much as Javelin, by all means, might not be a bad deal. But now, if it starts creeping up into, like, tier 8 premium range, absolutely not. Though I will say, I kind of hope that they do more of these less ultimate pass. Because I'm inclined if I have the gold lying around than the standard one. Because, like, 6k gold I think is good. I think that's actually good. I think more people actually get the passes price range. Although I guarantee you the next season will not be 6k. Like, I think I would actually be to Ultimate Season Pass would be like 8k, 8k max up on the Ultimate Season Pass. Like, I think anything more than 8k, much. Even if you get the boost from the get-go in the past, I think anything more than 8k. It's like anymore, I have a hard time justifying getting a premium tank, let alone getting something where I have to work to get the premium tanks. Like, I'll give credit where credit's due. They're learning. They're doing some good stuff. The season passes though need a little looking at. And I'll be brutally honest with this, I don't even want to start talking about the Cold War premium prices. Those Cold War premiums are absurd. Am I going on like a mini rant on Wargaming's pricing? Yes. Yes, I did. And at some probably do it again. As I do.
Der Gegner weiß, wo wir sind.
I'm gonna look real quick.
Einer weniger. Pass auf, ihr steigt Langstreckenfeuer ein.
That artillery wanted me so bad.
Konzentriere dich auf diese Stelle.
Oh, the splash radius on these premium HE shells is just so wild.
Sie haben uns gefunden.
Okay, so he's using the bigger gun. Actually, a bar. Let's see. Also, like in the background, like checking schedule. I might do a stream just for fun on Saturday. Alright, so can 3 tanks kill a 53-55? Considering this Yahtzee is on 4,200 damage right now. And Yardy's on 3,400. Whew. just intrigued. Where did the 5355 go? I think these are important questions.
Ein weiterer Sieg auf unser Konto.
What an ending. What an ending. You know, the sad thing is that's probably not an ace in the Odyssey. Hey, we got the tank. Earn op complete. So that's another American heavy to add to the collection. There we go. Okay, which one of these is actually the autoloader? Uh... I assume this one's the autoloader? Because it has worse soft stats? I'm gonna just take a guess and assume that's what it is. If not, I guess I'll find out soon enough. Because I do want to play it for at least one battle. However, that is way too much HE. I got that for gold. Awesome. I'm very attentive. super attentive. I have vouchers for this, don't I? Yeah, I do. Mm. Like, it's fine. I didn't pay for the gold anyway. We'll say if I had paid for it, though, I might have been upset. And give me like the zigzags. And the real question... Okay, it does actually change the color. There we go. I forgot to put a commander in it. Let's put... Yeah. She'll do. Alright, let's see.
Alright, we've got enemies in the area. We either have to take them all out or capture their base. Let's roll.
Okay, good. I did in fact pick the autoloader. Immediate tier 10 game. So I guess I'll see how good this gun actually is. Because I know for a fact this armor is not going to do anything. Going into this, my only expectation is this is a tank that wants to be the E5 but isn't.
We've been detected.
Already spotted, so one of the light tanks is right there. Cool.
We've been detected.
Waiting for the arty shell to just come ruin my day.
They're hit.
Okay, shell velocity's nice. And just like that, I can no longer take any hits. It's fine. Oh. This was a fun game while it lasted.
We've been detected.
That's a feels bad moment. Okay. So, probably not the best, first impression. But that's fine, it's a tier 8. It's just going to perpetually get screwed over by 10s. We accept this. At least until we have plus and minus 1. Which I think is actually supposed to be this weekend. If I'm remembering right. I could be remembering wrong, but I believe plus and minus is supposed to be this weekend. Let's actually double check this. Because I could just horribly misremember this.
Es kommen Gegner. Entweder schalten wir sie aus oder nehmen ihre Basis ein. Los geht's.
Let's see. Yes, the 22nd through the 26th. So tomorrow until Tuesday. Okay. So plus and minus 1 ends the day that the Monster Tanks event goes live. Interesting. Very interesting. So if you have any, like, things to get screwed over by matchmaking, this weekend, best time to grind. I don't even want to shoot at that. Do, however, want to shoot at that.
Kette ist repariert. Okay, das Munitionslager wurde repariert. Leg los! Konzentriere dich auf diese Stelle. Unsere ganze Artillerie wurde zerstört. Wir wurden entdeckt. Und tschüss.
Excuse me, artillery.
Geladen. Leg los!
I'm gonna have to come over there and give you a stern talking to.
Achtung! Gegner gesichtet! Wir wurden entdeckt! Konzentriere dich auf diese Stelle! Sie haben uns gefunden! Einer weniger!
Just continue on.
Geladen! Leg los!
I like how the creatures are the one that's capping the base right now. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Der Gegner weiß, wo wir sind!
Hello, creature. It's you and me. Significantly less of you now.
Bester Job überhaupt!
Hey. Where did I find 5 kills? Seems like an awful lot of kills for the amount of damage that I have. Ah, sweet. Cold War stuff. Okay, what do I need? 7,000. I think it's actually time to start using these. Now that the premium time is active. Okay, I saw something that I need to read. I need to read that.
Hier gehört Männer. Es sind Feinde in der Gegend. Entweder
Tier 8 game.
oder nehmen ihre Basis ein. Los geht's.
You know what? I'll start with the heat and see how it goes.
Konzentriere dich auf diese Stelle.
Okay, Trials of Osiris Freelance. Tomorrow. Cool. I'm down for that. Wait, they're doubling Trials rep? That's... Okay, that's kind of nice. And Reed's Regret is the... Oh! Bungie, stop. Stop making me want to stream Trials.
Achtung, Gegner gesichtet.
Okay, let's see.
Sie haben uns gefunden.
Please poke back out. Please. Oh.
Der Gegner hat uns im Visier.
Oh, I'm dead now.
Wir haben eine Kette verloren. Wir sind leichte Beute. Diesen Bereich fokussieren. Der Gegner hat uns im Visier.
Or not, somehow. Well, I got killed by the Artie, but I'll take that. I'll take that damage. Let's see. Earlier today, they filled. Hotfix. Prophecy Ghost Shell now take shape. Prophecy is a ghost shell? Huh. Okay. Corrupted Strikes. Shield no longer regenerates and usually has. Okay, that's good. Issues as on the Cruise Mask, no longer glow. One punch finisher no longer makes a sound. German name for heir apparent is inaccurately translated. Interesting. Scorn snipers are unintentionally draining energy from Titan's banner shields in PvE activities. What? That's cool. Kind of weird. That is a new bug. Okay, so let's see. What's the upcoming buffs? Because I noticed something someone said. I'm working on it. I just got premium time. I've been taking it like slow. Plus and minus one, I'll play a bit more. Because like, I'm gonna burn through as much as I can during plus minus one. Cause like, I mean, Tier 7 matchmaking hasn't been bad today, actually. Tier 8 though has been awful. I played one game and that got 10s immediately. Alright, how much more do I need? Oh yeah, that was awful. I think the one that's actually gonna take the longest to go through will probably be the bar. Let's see. Okay. What are these buffs? Pass on Dune Marchers, Chain Lightnings, Aim Assist, Tuning on Vex Mythic Class. Power overflowing screens, that's pretty funny.
Es sind Feinde in der Gegend. Entweder zerstören wir sie alle oder nehmen ihre Basis
Okay.
ein. Los geht's.
Okay, I can't wait to see the next little post thing they have on that. That'll be cool. They're making me excited because I feel like they're gonna buff some off-meta stuff.
Der Gegner weiß, wo wir sind. Sauberer Treffer.
Yeah, no. I should have expected that.
Geladen. Leg los.
Count on Pantera. Come around the corner.
Hab einen Gegner gefunden. Sie haben uns entdeckt.
What? Okay. Was it just me? Or did that shell just like completely go through it?
Wir wurden entdeckt.
Because I want to say that I was just seeing things, but
Konzentrieren.
I feel like I wasn't just seeing things.
Der Gegner zielt auf uns.
This is going to be a very uneventful game. Hey, thanks for the follow, Sarge. Uh-oh.
Nicht bewegen. Der Gegner hat uns im Visier.
Tiger Peak? Yeah. Okay. He's... Don't know what it is he's doing, but he's doing it. Give him that. I have questions.
Diesen Bereich fokussieren.
Very much afraid right now. Yeah, it's still winnable. Probably should go back to the base.
Sie wurden entdeckt. Sie haben jetzt ein dickes Loch in ihrer Panzerung.
You loading 5100 or loaded? Loading.
Geladen. Leg los.
This is gonna be unfortunate.
Die gesamte verbündete Artillerie wurde ausradiert.
Yep.
Der Gegner weiß, wo wir sind.
I think the 5100 knows. Yep, I'm gonna get at least one more pin off. I'll take it. At least with the engine upgrade, it feels a little bit better. Once I get the feeling of this fly. There we go. Halfway to the next package. See what time it is. I think I might have time for one more game. And then I'll have to go downstairs. But I'll go ahead and say this in advance. I'm thinking about either streaming again on Friday or Friday or Friday night or Saturday. That stream, however, will be D2, because I'm going to be playing, like, Trials. Doing the freelance since they're running Trials Labs. All for a specific role in a linear fusion rifle. I should have known I couldn't drive over that. Also, things with this TD that I do not recommend. Playing it stock and with a busted control stick. Both of these things I am currently doing. Thank you, V39, for sitting in the exact same spot and not moving. I appreciate that. You know, for a fun stream idea, I would love to see if I could hook up Donkey Kong bongos. Or racing wheel. I think that would be fun to do. Though I am a big fan of non-conventional controls. Like watching people play games with bananas. That's beautiful. Like, rule of thumb that I learned, anything can be a controller if you try hard enough. Rip 5-4. Hell, like tank. Oh. Oh well. I will take the 1500 damage and the 2200 blocks. May not have been a win, but I'm getting more consistent. Consistency is a lot better than what I was doing. I may or may not play more of this later, though it'll probably be like off stream. Cause like, my internet sometimes is kinda wonky. Really wish I could turn the camera in the garage to see the Tinto a little bit more. But it's fine. Alright. So, I think before I get sucked into another one, probably a good time to... I have played the PC version. I have up to tier 9 in the Soviet double barrel tanks. Oddly enough, I've actually had an account on PC before I had an account on console. I just wish that I had a better PC to play it on. Because I have to run like the super potato settings. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, I think my account on PC is almost 11 years old. I need to play PC more. Fair. Like, tier 5's fun. There's a lot of good tanks on PC at that tier. Especially now that they reworked HE. But that is something that I need to play a little bit more. Because I have a lot of fun with it. But yeah. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. I'm gonna like wind down here, go see what time dinner is. But I will stream again either tomorrow, like afternoon or tomorrow night, or Saturday. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, and again, thanks for the follow. Appreciate y'all chilling up. And yeah, I'll see you next time.